Hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be kind of a quick page, one that I haven't, really planned a whole lot on, but I kind of did. So I'm just going to throw some color and a couple images at it and make it pretty basic. To get started, I'm actually going to start with the Dylusions Pure Sunshine and Squeezed Orange paints. And, of course, my actually no, I think what I want to use, I was going to use those, but I think I want to do it with the Breyer technique. So let's just, and I'm going to use my little gel plate from the Dylusions and Wakely collaboration thing. So I'm going to start with my lightest color, which would be the Pure Sunshine. And now what I want to do is I'm actually going to take the squeezed orange and I'm going to go right on top and I'm going to clear the Pure Sunshine off. Alright, I'm going to go in and I'm going to clean my utensils up and I will be right back. Alright, so this is where I'm actually going to go in with my Pure Sunshine and my favorite stamp of, or stencil, sorry, of all time, the Court Jester. And I'm going to go in random spots. Alright, so now the next thing I'm going to do is just down the two sides and the top, I'm going to do the checkerboard border, which is the black, white, black, white, black, white. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lovely battered and needs a really good cleaning desperately stencil in the small A Stitch in Time. I'm going to go around the outline of the squeezed orange rectangle here, and I think I'm going to use my favorite, I believe, which is this. Let me And then what I think I feel like I want to do is just go in. I'm going to put a running stitch border along the outside of these, I believe. Alright, now what I'm going to do for the bottom down here, I am taking one of my border sheets, and this I just have in the black and the white, obviously, and I'm just going to put it across the bottom here. However, my intentions are to go in, and it's not quite long enough to cover all of it, but that's alright, because the black and white checker here, it kind of blends in where it should be, but I'm not pressed on it. I am going to actually take one of the pre-made tags that I have, and I'm just going to make it tuck in back here, just in case I want to put one in there. So to do that, we got to have a good 1/4 of an inch down here at the very least. So we'll just put this about where we want it to go, somewhere about there. It doesn't have to tuck in very much. I'm just going to draw a little outline around. And I'm going to put double-sided tape everywhere else. Okay. So this is how I'm going to measure it up for me to be able to put it back where it goes. I'm going to stick that right there. So now that we've got all that done, the next thing I have is my images. And I have got this one here from Man About Town, and I just went in and doodled a little bit, filled in the little black and white checkers. And then I got this one here from the Dylusions Night at the Opera, and both of these are from the duo, so they're the smaller ones. And that one's going to go over there, that one's going to go over there, but wait, there's more. I have got from the Dylusions Travel and Travis, which that's the head that's attached to the body, and then this is just one of the female heads. And then what I had done was I just stamped out this little area here so I could have a separate bow tie, because he's going to need a bow tie, especially for what I'm going to do. Then I have got just two little bitty, maybe an inch by a 1/4 inch pieces. I'd already poked holes through because it really hurts, but I'm going to try to make the bodies swivel and move and whatnot. So what I had to do was I had to figure out where I could put them and make it where, you know, the bodies moved instead of the heads, because usually the heads is what I make move, but I wanted just the bodies too. All I did was I took my pokey tool and I put a hole right about there. And the reason I went right about there is because I figured I could turn it in to make it look like a little necklace of sorts. So I put a hole right about there, and I grabbed my little piece of paper and stuck it up behind there and did the same thing. Because again, it's not the most of comfortableness, you know. Let me see. Make sure you can't see it behind. I mean, it'll show out just a little bit, but not much. And I just got these itsy bitsy teeny tiny brads that I'm going to stick through both pieces. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to open them up. Ow. Just like so. So now this piece will move if I hold on to those. So we'll set that aside for a second. Now for this one. And this is why I said he needed a bow tie, because I went straight in the middle of the neck as well. What I did was I went ahead and poked a hole through the center of the bow tie, and then right in the middle of his neck where the bow tie would sit, just like that. And the same thing with the little piece of paper. So let's just go through all three. If you have a better way of doing this, go for it. I actually stabbed my finger, so it's probably a good thing that I did it off camera, because I did say a few choice words. But you have all three, and the same thing. Got myself a little tiny brad, and I'm just going to put it through all three of them. And open it up, going in line with that piece of paper, that little bitty tiny one. And now, let me hold on to this for 1 second. And that will move. But what we don't need is on here, I don't need the neck piece, so I'm going to go ahead and snip that off. Right about there. And set that over there. And the same thing for her. We don't need all of that neck piece. So I am going to snip it right across there. Alright, now what I want to do is, because I know this is going to go over into here a little bit, I'm not worried on that. I do have to figure out placement for these to where, because the heads have to be put on first. Alright. So it looks like that's where his head is going to go. I'm going to go ahead, I peel my tape off, put glue on, and stick it down. Okay. And then because I know that this is going to bend right here, I'm just going to grab me something stiff and put it right there at the bend. Give it a good press and fold it up. And I'm going to trim that off because I'll just glue that over to the other side. Now, to make this be able to be a spinner, I'm just going to put glue on my little tab piece that I have here. Or not glue, sorry, tape and then glue. Okay. And put my little man's body where it goes. Making sure that that doesn't stick over too far. So now you see, this can be moved and I can do whatever underneath there. Move over here to this side and figure out where she needs to go. Trying to like balance out where the feet meet up. Right. And now kind of the same thing for her. Figure out where that's going to go. Alright, same thing. I'm going to put glue, tape and then glue on the back tab of this. Alright, now I'm just going to go in and draw my little neck piece here. That doesn't even matter that it's orange. Who cares? And then around just the heads, I'm going to outline with a black Posca paint pen. Alright, and that is it, guys. That is my page. So what I have is I have room to write whatever I want to here, as well as on my tag front and back. And I'm actually going to leave the back white like this. And I may throw in a border. I'm not sure yet, because I don't know if I want to do the checkerboard or just the stitch. But so I can have the black writing on, and it'll kind of coordinate. But I also have, if I move these out of the way, room to write here, as well as here. And these things here won't be as noticed whenever I write on them. So that is that. Hopefully there's something in this page that can give you some kind of inspiration for your journal page. I am so glad to be back and playing in my book. I have seriously missed it. But it is what it is. Alright, well, until the next time, I thank you guys so very much for watching and all your wonderful comments. And I hope you stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.